guys, Dama here, bringing you a review from something that has taken the internet by storm, something revolutionary, something totally out of this world. And I'm talking about the Molly Cosmetic SiliSponge, who is in the business to take beauty blenders out of the business, I guess. I don't know, we'll see about that. So this beautiful package came yesterday by mail. It came from Hong Kong. I got it from the 4th restock at mollycosmetic.com. It took about almost 1 month to get from the pre-order status to shipping status to get here. And when you open that package, you get this small little package with their logo, and containing in here is, Lord and behold, the SiliSponge. So I actually ordered 2. It came about for like, I think it was $20 total to ship from them to Puerto Rico. Here is the product itself. It looks pretty much like a chicken cutlet. It feels like one. It's really thick. It's squishy. I don't know how much squishiness you can do with it, but I don't recommend doing it. It has one side that has a curve, the other side is completely flat, as you can see. The good thing about this is said to not, it doesn't use that much product. So if you use 2 pumps of your foundations, maybe now with 1, you can totally handle the whole face and neck area. So we're gonna put this to the test against my beauty blender. This one is a dirty one, so sorry about that. But yeah, let's put them to the test, see if this really does what it says to do. Save money on your foundation, make the appliance quicker, better, and flawless. So let's see how this holds up. See you in a couple, guys. On our right side, we're gonna have the Molly Cosmetic sponge, and on our left side, we're gonna have the beauty blender. First off, I'm gonna have the NYX primer spray on my skin, and then we're gonna move onwards with the green color correcting NYX primer. First off the bat, I noticed that I took too much product with the SiliSponge. It was really hard to blend in, but it wasn't impossible. First, you should totally apply it on downward strokes, and then you blend it in by patting the product into your skin with the sponge. As you can see, it looks really full coverage, even though it's not meant to be full coverage, but it does help you spread that product quite nicely, and you can totally use less product than what you already use. And here I just took a little makeup wipe and cleaned the excess. Then moving with the beauty blender, I first apply a little bit. I noticed I wasn't getting the coverage of the redness in my skin, so I apply a little bit more. In total, it took 2 applications of the same amount of product I used with the SiliSponge to get the job done with the beauty blender. Then moving onward to foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. It's not a full coverage, but at least with the Molly Cosmetic sponge, I felt that I could take it there if I wanted to. Again, applying it with downward strokes and then applying it to blend it into my skin with patting motions. I noticed that with this product, it's really hard to get into your lower eye area, and in that crease around your nose is really hard. For this, I will totally prefer to use my beauty blender, the mini one I have. It will be amazing. So I think these 2 products actually complement themselves. But again, this sponge totally works out great to apply your foundation. I love how it's looking right now, especially on camera. It's looking really good. Then moving with the Beauty Blender. Right off the bat with the Beauty Blender, you just start blending your product away into your skin, unlike with this Molly Cosmetic sponge, where you have to first swipe it all over your skin and then pat it down. Here you just do one step. I am noticing that I'm getting a really good coverage, but not the same coverage with the other sponge. And here, again, like I just mentioned, I can get through the crevice around my nose with no problems at all, and under my eyes, because the Beauty Blender has a little pointed area, so it makes the job easier. There you can see the sides a little bit. I decided to blend my Beauty Blender side a little bit more and apply just a tad bit of more foundation. Now to concealer, I'm gonna color correct all of my skin and then blend it away, first starting with the Molly Cosmetic sponge. As I just mentioned before, it's really hard to get under my eye area in that crevice, and again I have to wipe out the excess product and Again, a little bit of product goes a long way. As you can see here, I have a lot of corrector because this does not soak up like the Beauty Blender any product at all. Now with the Beauty Blender side, we're just gonna dab it into the skin. As you can see, it doesn't look like the other side at first, that it was really chunky and really hard. Here I can just go with the little pointed side in my Beauty Blender and just apply it completely. Now taking my air spun to do a little bit of baking. With the Molly Cosmetic, I actually noticed that the product did stick, not like with the Beauty Blender when it's damp, but it did stick onto it. But with the Beauty Blender, of course, it was totally easier to apply bake. It took more product. It was much better with the Beauty Blender. This is the Beauty Blender side done, and the SiliSponge side done. I can definitely say that both of these products can work together. They each have their purpose, and one works perfectly for some stuff and the other one works perfectly for other stuff. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting it, get it, but don't think it will dethrone the Beauty Blender. They should totally have a baby and marry.